Hey everybody, welcome to Priddle Monday, the place where the puzzles are real and the cookies don't matter. I am starting a little bit early because Mr. Clue is releasing a hint to the Catan treasure hunt, and I thought I'd just show it here. You can also go check out Mr. Clue on YouTube. There is a treasure hunt for Catan using the game board for Catan, and there's game pieces and other things, and he's preparing a video. It's coming out in a couple minutes, and so we're gonna watch. Amy Six says, "Priddle me this." Welcome, and the Seeker, welcome too. So, the Catan treasure hunt. This is a free treasure hunt to participate, and we're gonna watch the premiere, which will begin shortly, of the hint video. But it's free to participate. It's just the videos by Mr. Clue, and the treasure for this one is 20 grams of gold. 20 grams of gold at $62 a gram is approximately $1,200. So it's a free treasure hunt to participate. It came out a couple weeks ago, and we're going to watch the premiere as it comes out. It should be coming out in a minute, so I started a little bit early because he's coming out at the same time. Him or her, whoever, Mr. Clue, I can call him. So there's a premiere video. The Catan treasure hunt came out a couple weeks ago, and today, in about a minute or so, there's going to be a hint video, and so we're going to check it out. And we'll see when it happens. Hopefully. I'm going to refresh. Looks like everything's okay. Let's see. In the description box, there is a hint that you start with the resource tiles in the game Catan. If you figure out the resource tiles, you eliminate a lot of the country, because I guess it could be anywhere in the United States. Yes, it's hidden somewhere in the United States for 20 grams of gold. The proxy item is hidden with 1 gram of gold attached, but you must follow the instructions on the proxy for the other 19 grams. And note, it's the most recent edition of the game of Catan. Oh, sounds like it's starting. Oh, 2 more minutes. Alright, well, I'm going to... Is that kind of loud? That's kind of loud. I will turn that down some. But we'll check out the premiere when it comes out. Again, this is a free to participate treasure hunt. You just have to go to the YouTube channel Mr. Clue. And Mr. Clue is giving out a clue on the Catan treasure hunt right now. In 1 minute, we will check it out. I guess in the meantime, I can talk about I participated myself in a treasure hunt called Treasure Quest Adventures on this past Saturday. And I think it was a pretty good system that they had set up. I didn't win anything. They changed the format a little bit. It used to be $55. They reduced it to $35 per person, and the treasure was reduced from $10,000 to $1,000. But this was just their second time they've done it, and so they're just tweaking some things. It was in Loudoun County, Virginia, which is outside of Washington, D.C. So if you're interested in Treasure Quest Adventures in the Washington, D.C. area, I recommend that you look that up. I talked about them last Priddle Monday. So if you want some details on Treasure Quest Adventures, check out my last Priddle Monday. Elise, welcome. We are here watching the Mr. Clue premiere of the hint for the Catan treasure. Again, this Catan treasure for Mr. Clue on YouTube is a free to participate, and it's for 20 grams of gold, and we're about to see a clue on the treasure hunt. Klaus Tuber is German. Klaus, T-E-U-B-E-R. Looks like it's not too loud for you guys. Klaus Tuber is German. Well, I see Amy Seeks is in the chat, so she might know. Oh, that's the game designer. Ah, German. So somehow German is supposed to get you this information, help you in this, that the game designer says Amy Seeks. Michael Steff says, all it makes all the difference. Well, let's see. I can't. I don't think I can zoom in on this. I'll probably screw. Oh, no, I can. All right. There are numbers. There are some game pieces. I see some cards around the edge. ABC says that's a clue. Is that a clue? So that's the clue. Again, it's the Catan Treasure Hunt, Mr. Clue, free to participate. YouTube channel is Mr. Clue. Check it out. And so now we're back to our regular programming. Welcome to Priddle Monday. We just saw Treasure Hunt. And I also participate in Armchair Treasure Hunts. And Priddle Monday is where we work on puzzles and riddles together. We worked on them collectively in order to get better at Armchair Treasure Hunts. What we do, we work on puzzles and riddles. I believe it works on, and I like to work on word puzzles in particular, like riddles. And it improves our vocabulary. It increases our lateral thinking, our ability to think outside the box, and we have a little bit of fun at the same time. Czar, welcome. We have our first puzzle up, and I'll mention it here. It says, there's a word in which you can remove the first letter and place it at the end of the word, thereby turning the word into the past tense. This word is in the food realm. What is the word? There is a clue, and I'll check out the clue if we can't figure it out. And I don't know what the answer is, but this is Puzzle a Day, and he or she usually does a pretty good job with these. 8 and eat, says Christy Meeps. Oh, it's only a 3-letter word? Interesting. If you have a puzzle or riddle you'd like me to work on, my email address is ajrainville1973@gmail.com. So it says you remove the first letter and place it at the end of the word. Eat and then ate. Wow. Okay. The clue is it's a 3-letter word. Well, Christy Meeps, eat and ate is correct. That's a cookie. Christy Meeps. Everybody's congratulating Christy Meeps. Alan K., welcome. Yes, and Christy Meeps, welcome. We are here for those aha moments. Armchair treasure hunts are usually pretty difficult. And this is what we do. Work on puzzles. All right. I have a lot of sort of brain teaser, lateral thinking puzzles. Tony, welcome. Our next one, pairs of opposite words are contained within a longer nonsense word listed below. The letters in the opposite words appear in the same order as they're found in the nonsense word. An example is this W-F-A-T-E-I-R-E-R. The answer is water and fire. Opposite words inside the same thing. How many of the following can you solve? So I've got 2 of them. Short and long. That's got to be that. L-O-N-D-S. Yes. Short and long for 1. 2 is right and wrong. Wow. Nice. Elise gets 2 cookies. And Christy Meeps is right behind her. But Elise was right on. Amber, welcome. Wrong and right is correct. I will show a few more. Let's see how many I show. There's 2 more. 3 and 4. So there's 2 opposite words hidden inside. That Y is throwing me on the 3rd one. Sassy, welcome. We have brain teasers today. Brain teasers, lateral thinking. Some of them. Ground and sky and rich and poor. Sky and ground. G-R-O-U-N-D. Ground. Nice, nice. It's not roof and porch. Rich and poor, rich and poor. Yes. Michael, cookie for Michael, who looks like is ground and sky. Cookie for Michael. And Sassy got rich and poor. 3 and 4. They're not pairing nicely with your beer, says Alan K. Oh, my. So these are opposite words hidden inside these nonsense letters. All right, there's two more. I guess you guys can see that well enough. Yeah, you guys can see it well enough. Yeah, Sassy. Lag didn't hurt you this time, or at least not yet. Brian, welcome. Light and Dark. Light and Dark. Lighthdar. That is Light and Dark. Freeze and Boil. Oh my goodness. These might be too easy for these. Light and Dark for Brian. Light and Dark. And Freeze and Boil for Amber. Cookie for Amber. Yep, you got them too, Sassy. Just a little bit later. How many more of these do we have? All right, two more. Okay, I think I can see 7 right away. I don't see 8. Anagrammers. Oh, they answered before you can even see the screen? Oh, man. Sorry, Sassy. Yeah, under, over. I could see that one. Vodka tonic. First under, over is Michael. But I don't know what number 8 is. Cookie for Michael, who got it first. Over, under. Clean and dirty. Oh, now I see it. Clean and dirty. Nice. Cookie for Sassy. For clean and dirty. All right, we're going to go to some brain teasers. This particular site has 10 of them, and I've got them on the other side. Cavonics. Oh my goodness. Alan K likes the homophones. All right. Brain teasers. They could be lateral thinking puzzles. They could be logical thinking puzzles. But we'll see. A man stands on one side of a river. His dog on the other. The man calls his dog, who immediately crosses the river without getting wet and without using a bridge or a boat. How did the dog do it? Dog was on the same. Okay, this one I know the answer, so I can tell you it's not that the dog was on the same side. Dry riverbed, no, Brian, but you're on the right line of thinking. It's not rocks. It's not dry, Czar. A man stands on one side of a river, his dog on the other. The man calls his dog, who immediately crosses the river without getting wet and without using a bridge or a boat. How did the dog do it? He jumped someone carried. Frozen. Yes, frozen is the answer. The river is frozen. Cookie for Michael. And actually, before I give out the cookie, let me double check that one. I said I wanted to double check that one. Numero uno. I'm going to be careful so I don't see the other answers. Ready for the answers? Yes, river was frozen. I'm going to shrink that. Cookie for Michael. His paws would still get wet. Okay, okay. Let's see. A sundial has the fewest moving parts of any timepiece, which has the most. A sundial has the fewest moving parts of any timepiece, which has the most. Hourglass. Oh my. Wow, that seems like that has to be the answer. Hourglass, hourglass, time, space, continuum. Oh my. Let's see. Let me see if I can not accidentally see the answer. An hourglass with thousands of grains of sand. CPU, says Sassy. CPU indeed. Cookie for Sassy, who got hourglass first. Who got it first, actually. Christy Meeps also got it. All right. What is unusual about the following words? Revive, banana, grammar, voodoo, assess, potato, dresser, uneven. What is unusual about the following words? Mm. 6, 6. 2 letters are the same, says Amy Seeks. Oh, they have, all of them have at least 2 of the same letter? Is that what we're talking about? Multiple vowels of the same letter? E, A, A, O, 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 O. Take the first letter, put it at the end to make the word. Take the first letter. They contain palindromes. Take the first letter, move it to back, and it's the same word backwards. Ah, grammar. And put the G at the end, it's still grammar, voodoo. Move 1 letter, and then it's nice. Palindromes. Yeah, they don't all contain 6. I was looking at grammar, it had 7. I was doing the same things, though, Zara. I was adding up the letters. Amber and Sassy got that one. Amber got it first. Good job. I did not see that. Oh, let me see what the answer. That's got to be what the answer is, right? Take the first letter and place it at the end. It will spell the same word backwards. Yep, yep. What makes this number unique? 8,549,176,320. Oh, okay. That's not so hard. Group effort. Cookies for everyone. You got it. Cookies for everyone, including Sassy, who got that one too. And Elise. Sure, I'll take cookie for... Yeah, it contains every number. It contains all digits 1 to 9. I mean, even I could see that one. It contains each number 0 to 9. Oh, but there's more to it. It contains every number 0 to 9. That's how many times I curse figure at the pen poem. Okay, but there's more to it. You only get half. You get half a cookie for whoever got it. Elise got it first. Elise, okay. Elise got the second half. She got both halves of the cookie. Yes, they're each digit, but they're also in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. E for 8. 5 for F. 4. Nice. I would have only got it. Oh, your typos are fine. I know exactly what you're talking about. Cookie for Elise. I did not see the alphabetical thing. I thought it was each digit. Well, that's kind of simple, but there's more to it. Each digit 0 to 9, but they're also in alphabetical order. All right, put a coin into an empty bottle and insert a cork into the neck. How can you remove the coin without removing the cork or breaking the bottle? Put a coin into an empty bottle and insert a cork into the neck. How can you remove the coin without removing the cork or breaking the bottle? Push the cork all the way in, says Brian. Wow. Pull the string. Push the cork in. Push the cork and fill it with water. Wow. Because you're not removing the cork. It says it right there. Push the cork. Everybody says push. So let me push the cork down, then shake the coin out. Brian P., among other smarty pants, as Hooli likes to say, Brian P. gets the cookie for getting it first. Ooh, heat the neck. Pull the string. Interesting. Heat the neck and then have it melt differently. Or burn the cork off, since it's a glass bottle, says Alan K. There are different things you could do. I like those. I like the cork in best. All right, next. Brain teaser. Two boxers are in a match scheduled for 12 rounds. Pure boxing only, no kicking, UFC takedowns, or anything else. One of the boxers gets knocked out after only 6 rounds, yet no man throws a punch. How is this possible? Water's good because cork floats. I see where you're going with that. Women boxers, women. Oh my goodness. Oh, I didn't see that. No man throws a punch. Someone's got their is it Lord of the Rings? I am no man. Yes, for the ladies. Both boxers are female. Yes, that is the answer. All right, 2 people got them right back to back. I'm going to give a cookie for each, Sassy and Christy. Cookie for Sassy. Cookie for Christy. Meeps. Yet no man throws a punch. How is this possible? Nice. Both boxers are female. In 1990, a person is 15 years old. In 1995, that same person is 10 years old. How can this be? It is Lord of the Rings. Okay, I wasn't sure if I got my fantasy movie correct. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Lord of the Rings. In 1990, a person is 15 years old. In 1995, that same person is 10 years old. How can this be? Benjamin Button. Born on leap day. It's not a leap year if they're 10 years old 5 years later. Leap day, leap day. It's BC, not AD. Oh, BC. Sassy and Christy Meeps again. Amy C's got it too. Wow. BC. That's why. The person was born in 2005 BC. Wow. All right. I'm going to give double cookies again to the same 2. Sassy and Christy Meeps. I'm feeling generous with the cookies today. Smarties. Michael Stephan is stuck in the yellow trees. Why are you stuck in the yellow trees? A man takes his car to a hotel. Upon reaching the hotel, is immediately declared bankrupt. Why? Oh, okay. Okay. I can check the answer, but I think I know what this is. Yes. Brian got it. They're playing Monopoly, Monopoly, Monopoly. Okay. Monopoly, Monopoly, Monopoly. All right. I guess I'm not that smart if everybody else is getting it. Chaseopoly. There we go. First one I see is Brian. Was able to type the fastest. Monopoly. A man takes a car to a hotel, reaching immediately declared bankrupt. Oh, what do these 3 words have in common? Polish? Job and herb. I guess, okay, I think I might have unintentionally. I think I figured it out unintentionally. Two ways, right? Herb and herb. Job and, I guess, Job. Polish and polish. Let me check the answer. All right, yeah, it's actually the answer says all 3 words are pronounced differently when the first letter is capitalized. They can when they're proper nouns. Yes, proper. Okay, Amy Seeks got the 2 ways, and then I'm going to give Amy a cookie. They can pronounce 2 ways, but then they have to be proper nouns, as Christy says. Low blood sugar with all the drinking. Oh, goodness. Not so much drinking, Amy. All right, this last one in this page. All right, well, I can't get them all, the whole thing to fit in the same page. Turn on the right switch and leave it on for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, turn on the middle switch and leave it on for 1 minute. When that minute is up, turn off both switches and enter the room. One light bulb will be hot, the first switch. One will be warm, second switch. The cold bulb will correspond to the switch you didn't turn on. How many did you get right? It doesn't... Say what? Oh, okay, that's the thing. That is the answer. The answer isn't... There's an answer, it should be somewhere else. All right, turn on the right switch and leave it on for 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, turn on the middle switch, leave it on. When that minute is up, turn off both switches and enter the room. This isn't the answer page. Oh, I went too far. Oh, okay, I was at the answers. The answers were at the end of the thing. All right, great. I went right to the answer. Think like, yep, I scrolled down too far. My mistake. All right, we're gonna move on. We got plenty of these. How do you know which bulb is? All right, more. Okay, I got category lateral. Okay. A man is lying dead in a field. Next to him, there is an unopened package. Minimize. There are no other people or animals in the field. How did he die? What was the question? All right, I'll come back to the question. You're still on number 1, Meat Man. Parachute, says Michael. Parachute, says Amy. A man is lying dead in a field. Next to him, there's an unopened package. Unopened parachute. It's an old riddle. The man was skydiving. His parachute didn't open. All right, Michael got it first. Amy got it, was pretty close too. Parachute, yep. Amy was pretty close behind. All right, we'll go back. You're standing in a hallway with 3 light switches. Each turns on a different lamp inside a closed room. You can't see inside the room, and you can't open the door except to enter the room. You can enter the room only once, and when you do, all the lamps must be turned off. How can you tell which switch turns on which lamp? And so that's... I think we've had that one before. I kind of recognize that one. That's gross, says Sassy. Oh, goodness. All right, 2 trains and a bridge. All right, this is one where the reason I chose this, so I know the answer. 2 trains are crossing the bridge below at the same speed on a non-windy day. One of the trains, however, takes significantly more time to pass the bridge than the other. Why? If those are LED bulbs, it would be much harder. All right, this one had a bridge, and so this one caught my attention. Clap on, clap off. Oh, okay. 2 trains are crossing the bridge below at the same speed on a non-windy day. One of the trains, however, takes significantly more time to pass the bridge than the other. Why? In this one, I know the answer, so I can't participate in this one. Yes, one train is longer. The trains have different lengths, so the longer one takes more time. Cookie for the seeker. Yeah, I know, but they misspelled below. They put bellow. And I know with riddles, you're looking for any of the weird things. I agree, Amy. I agree. Moving on. Is this the next one? Okay, didn't go to the solution. A lady and a cowboy lie next to a bullet, a dime, and a hook. As a result, someone is delighted but doesn't show it. What are they doing? A new term. A lady and a cowboy lie next to a bullet, a dime, and a hook. As a result, someone is delighted but doesn't show it. What are they doing? Your first cookie, Seeker? All right. Oh, at least it's poker. A bullet, a dime, and a hook? I've heard of called bullets. I don't even know what a dime is. Playing cards, playing poker. You got booted, Sassy. Oh my goodness. Royal flush. Is there something called a hook? A straight flush. A bullet, a dime, and a hook. Ace, 10, jack. Straight flush. Royal. Ace is a bullet. Lady is a queen. 10, jack, queen, king, ace. A lady. Oh, okay. I've heard cowboys, ladies. I haven't heard a dime. Oh, a dime is 10. And what's a hook? I know some of these terms. Bullets. What's a hook? A hook is a jack. Oh, okay. A hook is a jack. In poker, the queen is called lady, king is called a cowboy, ace is called a bullet, 10 is called a dime, jack is a hook. So poker, poker, poker. First one was Elise. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Elise. All right, a bus driver was heading down a street in Colorado. He went right past a stop sign without stopping, turned left where there was a no left turn sign, and went the wrong way on a one-way street. Then he went on the left side of the road past a cop car he didn't break. Oh, we've had this one before. That is the right way to say Elise? All right, that's good. Why not? Yet he didn't break any traffic laws. Yes. Bus driver was walking. Bus driver was not driving. Cookie for Sassy. We've had this one. I want to say even more than one time. I don't have to look at the answer. I'll look at the answer. Bus driver was not driving his bus. He was walking. Special Colorado cookies. All right. Moving to a new house. A man was moving to a new house. He rented a moving truck, put all his belongings in it, and drove to his new place. He entered the garage with the truck and took all his belongings out of the truck. When he tried to exit the garage with the truck, he couldn't. Why? Special Colorado cookies. Okay. A man was moving to a new house. He rented a moving truck, put all his belongings in it, and drove to his new place. He entered the garage with the truck and took all his belongings out of the truck. When he tried to exit the garage with the truck, he couldn't. Why? Bad shocks. Oh, loaded, it was lower. Oh, interesting, Sassy. So the stuff in the moving truck was enough to get the truck under some type of obstacle, but once he took the stuff out, now he couldn't get the truck out? Wow. Took the keys out and misplaced them, says Christy Meeps. Sassy, I like the answer. I don't care if that's the answer. That's a cookie answer. Is there another reason? Stuff was made of uranium, says Tony. Rented a moving truck. I was thinking it was going to be a metaphor, like a move with something else. Took his stuff out. It was still behind the truck. Yeah. You're picturing it, the whole scenario in your head. I got you. I think that's the answer, Sassy. I have a hard time coming up with something. Let's see what the answer is. The empty truck was just slightly taller than the garage door. When it was packed with the items, the truck's height got lower so the man could enter. But once it was unpacked, the truck was taller again. I used to work at a gas station one summer, and the overhang was built like in the 20s or 30s or something, and so it was very low. And there were cases where these RVs would come into the gas station, and the AC unit on the top would bang into it. And there's like these two beams, and they get stuck inside, and they're like, what do we do? What do we do? And we actually took the air out of their tires And then I would like stand on the back of the RV in order to give it a little extra weight in order to get it under the thing so they could get it out. And then they'd go to the air thing and then pump their tires back up. That's what it made me think of. All right, but that's, you know what, Sassy, that gets 2 cookies because I like that one. I like that puzzle. They don't even say bad shocks. Yeah, yeah. But I thought it was a unique solution, taking the air out of the tires just to get that extra inch under the barriers. Should have made them fill up for more weight. That's right, Czar. Going back home. A man leaves home. We've had this one many times. Leaves home, makes 3 left turns, only to return home facing 2 men wearing masks. Who are those 2 men? Who are those 2 men? So I'm going to get my cookie ready. Yeah, it's baseball. That's close enough. Catcher and umpire. All right. Brian answered the question. There you go. Cookie for Brian, too. It's a baseball game.
Hi, sweetheart.
Yes.
Do you remember how we got I need the password for the thing for my TV to watch it.
Oh.
Do you know
It's my phone number with no 1 in front of it.
Thank you.
Okay. It could be anyone post-COVID. That is true. Yep, baseball player, catcher, and umpire. 2 twins are lying next to a king and a queen in a large room. Yet there are no adults and there are no children in the room. How is it possible? 2 twins are lying next to a king and a queen in a large room. Yet there are no adults and no children in the room. How is this possible? Poker's bed, mattress. They're beds? Oh, twins, king, queen. Oh, man. Because of the poker stuff, I immediately was thinking playing cards. Yes, but they're all mattresses, beds. Twins, king, queen are all types of beds. Beds. Amber was the first one. Cookie for Amber, who was the first one who got that they're beds or mattresses. Another Colorado. A man is sitting in his cabin in Colorado. 3 hours later, he gets out of his cabin in Texas. How is this possible? Oh, Tony, you're a little bit lagging behind. Refresh the stream, Tony. A lot of beds in one room. Train or plane cabin. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I could see that Amber has, yeah, he's a pilot. Airplane cabin is what we were thinking. I'm going to give that one to Sassy, who had plane cabin. Plane is correct. The cabin of a plane. Cow and rope. Okay. A cow is tied to a 4-meter long rope. There is food 20 meters away from the cow. However, the cow manages to go to the food and eat it. How come? A cow is tied to a 4-meter long rope. There is food 20 meters away from the cow. However, the cow manages to go to the food and eat it. How come? It's all good. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The other end is not tied to anything. The rope isn't tied to anything. What is the other end? Okay, everybody's thinking the same thing. Or someone is holding the rope. Yes. So it says that the cow is tied to the rope, but it doesn't say at the other end is tied off. I was thinking the same thing. The rope is not tied to anything but the cow, so the cow is free to go. Brian was first. Was the fastest typist. Post is 3 meters away. Mm-hmm. I see where you're going with that, Tony. World War II planes. During World War II, the mathematician Abraham Wald was asked to help with determining which parts of the Allied forces' planes must be armored better. After examining the surviving American planes, he noticed that there were many holes in the fuselage and very few in the engines. After careful thinking, he suggested that the armor on the engines must be improved. Why? Planes with most holes in engines crashed. You used this when you were teaching. Wow, sassy. So it's only the surviving planes that returned, and if they didn't survive, those never would have returned. Wow. So if they did have engine damage, they never returned. Wow, sassy. Abraham Wald realized that the holes should have been distributed more evenly across the planes. Therefore, the planes which had more holes in the fuselage survived, and the planes which had holes in the edge. All right. That is a good puzzle and a good answer. I'm 2 cookies for Sassy for that one. It's like one of those where you're, know the source of your data and what the data tells you, or something along those lines. Yeah, that's an interesting puzzle. Ooh, bridge. A driver needs to pass under a bridge, but the truck is 1 inch too tall. However, despite this issue, the driver finds a way to continue further. How? Okay. Okay, slightly deflates. You know who's getting that cookie? I'll tell you who's getting that cookie. Spoiler. Why are 1988 pennies worth more than 1983 pennies? Why are 1988 pennies worth more than 1983 pennies? Inflation, says Alan Kay. Seekers thinks they contain copper, made of actual copper. So you think the newer penny, they went from partial zinc to 100% copper because 1988 is more than 1983? The number. Okay. It's worth more because there's slightly more metal. The number is amount, not date. $1,000. Oh, it's 1,988 pennies, not 1988. It's 1,988 pennies. They're worth more. Oh my goodness. Amber, nice. It's 1,988 pennies is worth more than 1,000. Oh, they get the picture, man. Same reason 20 euro worth more. Wow, that's another good one. That's a double cookie. Double cookie for, because I even read it the way they wanted me to read it. Cookies double, well, not so rare today, but the rare double cookies, comma splice. Yeah, there's no comma, but they don't necessarily have to have it for just a 4-digit number. Wow. Cookies are given out. Yep, 2 cookies. How about that? A cowboy walks into a bar and asks the barman for a glass of water. The barman pulls out a gun instead and points it at the man. The man genuinely says, "Thank you," and walks out. What happened? Oh, we've had this one before. A cowboy walks into a bar, asks the barman for a glass of water. The barman pulls out a gun instead and points it at the man. The man genuinely says, "Thank you," and walks out. Oh, we've had this one before. I'm avoiding looking at the chat because I'm trying to remember what the answer was. Glass of water. Was it a water gun? Was it a water pistol? I think that's what it was. I'm avoiding looking at the chat on purpose. Was it a water pistol? Water gun. Hiccups. Cured hiccups. Oh, that's right. It was the hiccups. Right. And he scares him with the gun. That's right. The cowboy had hiccups and needed water. The barman shocked him with the gun instead. Nice. Cookie for Elise who got that. Yeah, I was thinking it was a soda water gun, but it's not. He had the hiccups, and he wanted the glass of water. Yeah. We've had it before, and I didn't remember what it was. The police found a murdered man in a car. The windows of the car were raised, the doors were locked, and the keys were inside in the man's hands. The man was shot several times with a gun, but there were no holes anywhere on the car. How is this possible? The police found a murdered man in a car. The windows of the car were raised, the doors locked, and the keys were inside in the man's hands. The man was shot several times with a gun, but there were no holes anywhere in the car. How is it possible? Hooli, welcome. He was at the finale. We had this one before. It's a convertible. Oh, convertible. That's why there are no holes in the car. Okay, convertible. We had that one before too. Hey, Hooli has it first. Cookie for Hooli. Because the car was convertible. John is talking to his lawyer in jail. Both of them are very upset because the judge has refused to grant a bail. At the end of the meeting, John leaves jail and goes home. How is this possible? John is talking to his lawyer in jail. Both of them are very upset because the judge has refused to grant a bail. At the end of the meeting, John leaves jail and goes home. How is this possible? I think I know the answer is. I'm going to just avoid looking at the chat because I think, isn't John like the judge or something? John is the lawyer. A lawyer is in jail, not John. Lawyer is in jail. He's the judge. Okay. John was visiting his lawyer who was the one in jail. So the lawyer is the one who's in jail. Lawyer is in jail, not John. That's Alan K. Got that first. Cookie for Alan K. Okay. We okay with these? Gonna keep going? Milk and beer. Okay. A woman shoots her husband, then holds him underwater for 5 minutes, then hangs him, and finally they enjoy a romantic dinner together. How is this possible? John needs a new lawyer. We've had this one before. Photographed. Yes, a woman is a photographer. Shoots him with the camera, then they develops the film. Yep. I don't know if we've had that one before, but I recognize that one. The woman takes a picture of her husband and then develops it in the dark room. Oh, we've had this one before, too. Two very short friends, John and Jack, were living together in an apartment. Since they used to lose their apartment key very often, they decided to leave it on the top of the door frame when they leave home. In order to reach the key, John was climbing on Jack's shoulders, thus taking it down from the frame. However, John was the taller and the heavier guy of the two. Why didn't Jack climb on his shoulders instead? Old school photography. Two very short friends, John and Jack, were living together in an apartment. Since they used to lose their apartment key very often, they decided to leave it on top of the door frame when they leave home. In order to reach the key, John was climbing on Jack's shoulders and thus taking it down from the frame. However, John was the taller and heavier guy of the two. Why didn't Jack climb on his shoulders instead? Wasn't this something about longer arms, says Sassy. Could be. I remember seeing this, but I don't remember the answer to it. The reason is that as being taller, John also had the longer arms. All right, Sassy. If Jack climbed on John's shoulders, he wouldn't have been able to reach the key. All right. Longer arms. And so one of the longer arms needed the reach to reach the key. Makes sense. You did remember it. You don't remember, but you remembered it. Somehow, you end up in a room that has 3 doors. Behind the first door, there is deadly poisonous gas. Behind the second door, there are trained assassins. We've seen this one before, too. With knives. Behind the third door, there are lions that have not eaten in years. Which door would you choose to open? All right. Yeah, the lions are dead. All right. I think we're gonna move to riddles because we're coming across ones we've seen multiple times. You should open the door with the lions because the lions are dead because they haven't been. Yeah. Cookie for Brian P. We're gonna move on to some riddles because we've had multiple ones that we've had in a row. I mean, these are good. These are good puzzles, but we've had them the same. Gas killed the lions. Well, it's because the lions have not eaten in years. They would already be dead. But I understand where you're going. What if they were magic lions, says Amy. Okay. We're going to Riddle Watt. We're going to end with some riddles. We'll make it bigger. What if they were playing possum for years without eating? Okay. A man whose name is hard to rhyme found a fact about particles prime. You can know where one is or how fast it can whiz, but never both at the same time. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-letter word. A man whose name is hard to rhyme found a fact about particles prime. You can know where one is or how fast it can whiz, but never both at the same time. Adam, quantum theory, quantum CPU. It is 10 letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So is it like Einstein or something? Feinstein? Feinstein? Quantum theory? Niels Bohr, Max Planck, Einstein. Einstein isn't enough letters. E-I-N-S-T-E-I-N. It needs 2 more. Oh goodness, Feynman diagramming. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. Feynman. Richard Feynman, American physicist. American theorist known for his work in path integral formulation of quantum mechanics. Oh my goodness. Theory of quantum electrodynamics. The physics of superfluidity of supercooled liquid helium. Oh my goodness. But Richard Feynman is only 7 letters. We need 10. Oh my goodness. Sassy says Eratosthene. Too many letters. Twin atoms. Twin atoms is short by 1. You can only know of a particle's location or speed, but not both. He figured out prime numbers. Eratosthenes. E-R-A-T-O. Greek mathematician. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's just too many letters. Eratosthenes. Okay. Quantum twin. Higgs boson. Higgs Boson is the right number of letters. Heisenberg is chemistry, I think, but it's the right number. Heisenberg is the answer. A man whose name is hard to rhyme found a fact about particles prime. You can know where one is or how fast it can whiz, but never both at the same time. Werner Heisenberg. German theoretical physicist, one of the key pioneers of quantum mechanics. He published his work in a breakthrough paper in 1925. In the subsequent series of papers with Max Born and Pascual Jordan, the matrix formulation of quantum mechanics was substantially elaborated. He's known for the Heisenberg uncertainty principle, which he published in 1927. Heisenberg was awarded the 1932 Nobel Prize in Physics for the creation of quantum mechanics. Science. Heisenberg principle. Very nice. Who got that? That was Elise. Cookie for Elise. Heisenberg. All right, we will go to riddles. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? 4-letter words. I speak without a mouth and hear without ears. I have no body, but I come alive with the wind. What am I? Echo, 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 echo. Hear without it, have no body. Oh, okay. I kind of recognized it. The Seeker was the first one. Cookie for The Seeker. That's one we've had before. Or we've seen before, I should say. 3 brave men set out in a ship for a long and a dangerous trip. Their craft sprang a leak, which forced them to seek how to give disaster the slip. Excuse me. 3 brave men set out in a ship for a long and a dangerous trip. Their craft sprang a leak, which forced them to seek how to give disaster the slip. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. You have to say it twice. Echo, echo. Yep. Titanic, says Sassy. Titanic is not enough letters. 3 brave men set out in a ship for a long and a dangerous trip. Their craft sprang a leak, which forced them to seek how to give disaster the slip. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub? Is that what it is? Rub-a-dub-dub. Nope. 3 men in a tub. Rub-a-dub-tub. 3 brave men set out on a ship for a long and a dangerous trip. Their craft sprang a leak, which forced them to seek how to give disaster the slip. Looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-letter word. I'll just go put Titanics plural just so that's in there. Amy Seeks. Okay. It's 5 letters. Three brave men set out in a ship for a long and a dangerous trip. Their craft sprang a leak, which forced them to seek how to give disaster the slip. This is our last riddle of the day. Icebergs. It's not icebergs. Lifeboat. Oh, lifeboat. Is it like a submarine? I think that's too many letters. Submarine is too many letters. You're confused as to what word we are looking for. I am too, and I think everybody else is. 8-letter word. Another minute or so, I'll get a hint for the first letter. 3 brave men set out in a ship for a long and a dangerous trip. Their craft sprang a leak, which forced them to seek how to give disaster the slip. That's a mission. Sassy wants a hint. All right. Reveal first letter. 50 points. Confirmed. First letter is an A. A is an apple. Apollo 13. Oh. Nice. Michael. It's 3 brave men set out in a ship for a long and a dangerous trip. Their craft sprang a leak, which forced them to seek how to give disaster the slip. Nice. Yeah, it is nice. I like that one. That's a good one to end on, too. I like it where once you see the riddles, like, duh, of course. So that's the end of Priddle Monday. I hope everybody has a good rest of the movie. Enjoy the rest of your week. I don't know if Cal Lazar's is coming up in an hour or not. Let's see, put it back to 100%. Well, if Cal Lazar's is coming on, and they'll probably come on in another hour. An oxygen tank exploded on the Apollo 13. Okay. But enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week. I'll see everybody again next Monday. Take care, everybody.